Hi, I'm Wafa. Welcome to Portekist. Without any delay, I want to jump to the main point because I cannot control my excitement. As you know, iPad Air 2020 or the iPad Air 4 has entered the market. Let me tell you about its design and colors. I like them all. Of course, color is a matter of personal taste. Then there is a king in the house, the A14 Bionic chip. The other good news is that Touch ID is back. In these new conditions that we all wear masks, it's somehow useful. But I must say that most of us usually use iPads at home. Therefore, mask wouldn't be an issue and lack of Face ID can be sensed. I would have preferred to have Face ID and Touch ID together because we all used to Face ID. And the first thing we do is that tape and hold the device in front of our face to unlock. But with this device, it will suddenly strike you that you should actually touch the power button. Leaving this aside, let's see what new features this iPad has. Who benefits from it and who should buy it? Let's see what we have here first. We have some accessories here, Apple Pencil 2 and a Smart Folio, and of course the iPad Air itself. Apple Pencil 2 has a Bluetooth connection, and when it attaches to the iPad, it charges. The fact that it sticks to the device edge is really good for someone like me that constantly loses stuff. There are some cool things that can be done with it that I will tell you about them. I shall mention here that iPad Air also supports the Smart Keyboard Folio and Magic Keyboard 2. Although Magic Keyboard 2 is an iPad Pro accessory, but having the smart connector on the iPad Air makes it compatible with it too. Let's go to the main player. If you remember, when Apple released the iPad Pro, everyone somehow guessed that iPhone and iPad Air would also enter the market with same square edge, and no surprise, it came true. The one that we have is sky blue. It also comes in silver, space gray, rose gold and green. Personally, when I saw the Apple event for this device, I immediately liked the sky blue so much. But after iPhone was introduced this year, I thought it would have been nice to have the iPhone specific blue on this too. Maybe for the next iPad Pro. What about you? What do you think? Which of the colors do you like? Tell me in the comments below. Are you a fan of the new colors, or do you like the typical ones like silver or space gray? By the way, before I forgot, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification icon too, so that you would get notified when we upload new videos. Let's go back to our discussion. Well, as you can see from its appearance, the box is neither too big or too small. Wow, I'm very excited. I cannot wait anymore to look what's inside the box. Look at it, this color. It's so cool. The design has a modern, futuristic look to it. We have the user manual guide, USB cable, and thank God, the power adapter. It's time to have a closer look at the iPad Air itself. The iPad Air 4 was introduced with the A14 Bionic chip, which is the fastest processor among iPads. According to Apple itself, its A14 chip has increased its performance by up to 40% compared to the A12 chip on the iPad Pro. The chip has a 16-core neural engine that doubles machine learning processing and improves computing power by 10 times. This iPad has a 10.9-inch liquid retina display which has true tone and P3 white color. It gives you high color contrast and sharpness. The screen quality is so good that the 16 Hz refresh rate wouldn't be even noticed. Compared to the last year's models, it has thinner bezels, but it's still slightly thicker compared to iPad Pro. It's not possible to talk about amazing computational power and high quality screen and not mention gaming performance. Playing on this device is very cool. The screen is neither big or small. The image quality is fantastic, games run smoothly, and the experience is very good. With the same capability, it can render 3D footage and edit 4K content. The home button has been removed and has no Face ID. The power button and the Touch ID are the same. It will unlock with a small touch. I did some tests on it myself. It unlocks with 2 fingers, I said. It's interesting to say that it works really fast. As soon as I put my finger on the Touch ID, it unlocks. I think the screen size is good. It's easy to use the device. I was okay while I was using the device. It didn't bother me at all while typing or using the device. Lightweight and comfortable, you can take it with you everywhere. By the way, about the edges, most people will probably use a cover or something like a Smart Folio, so the edges wouldn't be in that much of direct touch with hands. It only has one 12 megapixel camera, no ultra wide lenses, no flash, no LiDAR sensor, unlike iPad Pro. The front facing camera is 7 megapixel, supports HD and doesn't support portrait mode like iPad Pro. It's true that iPad Pro has more camera capabilities, but the reality is I think the number of people who would use their iPad for photography is very low. Therefore, this is not something that should motivate you to buy Pro instead of Air. Let's look at the speakers. With 2 stereos, it has a good sound quality, but it doesn't not come close to iPad Pro with 4 stereos. Like other iPads, this iPad comes with iPad OS and supports Wi-Fi 6. As for pen, although we have Apple Pencil 2, but just remember, you can use Apple Pencil 1 on this device too. Let's play with a Scribble to test the pen performance. The price will vary depending on what you choose, Wi-Fi only or Wi-Fi plus cellular connectivity. Another price determination factor is the storage size. You can either choose 64 GB or 2056 GB. The price differences between iPad Air and iPad Pro is not small. We have briefly touched on the differences between these two. If you want my opinion, it's true that there is a differences, and in some areas iPad Pro has more features, but most of the features wouldn't be noticed by majority of people, or they wouldn't have any use for it. This was our first look at the iPad Air 4. I hope you enjoyed the video. I will work with this iPad for a while, and in another video I will talk about the experience of working with it. So if you have any specific questions or concern about this device, please comment so that we can address it in the next video. Please subscribe and like. See you.